Hi, and welcome to episode 27 of Crystal T Knits. This is a knitting and crochet podcast. My name is Tara. I'm coming to you from White Plains, New York. You can follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, and Etsy at Crystal T Knits. And we have a Ravelry group where you can get show notes at Crystal T Knits, and also any kind of cowls are going on over there. So follow me, press like on the video if you like it. If you're a new viewer, thank you for checking us out. If you're an old viewer, thank you for coming back. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. Well, this is the second month I've actually done an episode. I'm very excited that I've done 2 consecutive episodes. Yes, it's a little hard, but I'm doing it. I've noticed I like the end of the month better than the beginning of the month. So it might be the end of the month from now on. Watch for a video. That's what I'm aiming for. We will see. Well, since the beginning of the year, Happy New Year, everyone. I have told all my FOs and everything. I have made 4 cowls, 6 socks, 4 slippers, 10 shawls, 3 sweaters, 2 blankets, 1 glove, 2 hats, 1 scarf, and I'm going to say it was like 15 hand towels. I'm not too sure, but that's one I think it was. Might be more, who knows, because I make them a lot for gifts. But I made 48 things. That's pretty good. Even when I took out the hand towels, I think I made, I think it was like 37, and on in 2017 was when I made 36, so I made more than any other year. So I'm very excited about that. But you know what helped too? I was like on a mission to get rid of my whips, like a crazy mission to get rid of it. So in the beginning of the year, I think I had about 38 whips between knitting, crochet, and needlepoint, which is obscene. And I got rid of most of them. I think I'm down. No, needlepoint's still there. It's no, I'm never going to do needlepoint in my life at this point. I wanna. It just takes forever, but it's not going to happen. So those are still there. I think there's like 5 needlepoints. I found out I have 7 blankets I'm in the middle of making, which is psychotic, and I'm determined to finish at least 3 or 4 of them, because 2 of them are supposed to be like scrappy blankets, and one is a corner to corner blanket. So it's the Gilmore Girls corner to corner, and it ain't happening. It's just with 2 kids running around, I would have to finish a square a night, and it takes a while to do one of them. Plus I want to get one of those bobbin things they have, so it's not really gonna happen anytime soon to finish that one. But my Carnival Blanket, my Chance Blanket, oh, they're over here. I'm gonna show you those. And I made a nice color work blanket for my husband, but it's crochet. And what I hate about crochet directions is that they have this little like thing that they don't tell you where to put the needle. Where knitting, everything is precise, which I love. You have to do a lot of estimation. And I'm scared where I'm supposed to put the needle on this one, that it's going to start going like this. And I don't want that. I want it to go straight up like that. So I stopped doing that. And I was doing good headway. I think I got like that much done, I would say. So I got to that point where I didn't know where to put the needle. And I was just like, ugh, I don't really want to play with this. So I got to figure out where you're supposed to put in. Hopefully then I can finish it. Because that's supposed to be for my husband. I don't know. I'm hoping to get it done. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. That's the 4. So hopefully those will get done soon. But all my shawls, except for the one that I've been working on my whole entire life, I feel like is a vine lace shawl. That's been sitting there. It's just repetitive, and it goes on for miles. And it's mohair. So it's just, one day I'm going to finish it, because it's going to be really nice when you go to New York City wearing it. But until then, it's just sitting there. And then I'm not good at making those little stuffies. They're so cute. I get so excited. I buy all the crochet kits to make the stuffies. I even have a fox stuffy and a Lolo did it hippo stuffy. No, not gonna happen. The Mickey Mouse one is just sitting there in that bag. I had the head and the body done. I think I just gotta do the arms and then sew the face. I think that's what intimidates me. It's sewing the face on. I don't know. One day, hopefully, I'll pick it up and finish it, because it would be nice. I have Frozen, I think Donald Duck, and princesses I have. And then my son wants Star Wars and Marvel one day, and Zootopia. Yeah, I don't know. I want to do it, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Let's face it. It's not going to happen. But, so, sorry. I didn't even put my show notes out. I was like so focusing on this. I got a new tablet from my husband. It's not really new. It's his tablet. And he let me use it. And it's a Samsung, so I'm trying to figure out how to make it lighter. So I have the lights like right on top of me right now. So I don't know if it's a little bright or anything, but it's so dark in the house. So I'm hoping the picture's coming out good. I'm glad I don't have to use my iPad because it was doing some funky things when I was trying to download it to YouTube. And then I was playing with it, trying to make sure that I would turn upside down. So I actually filmed a whole podcast one time and I was turned upside down. And the camera is on this one instead of there. I do like a little video and I send it on to see if I'm upside down because I'm so paranoid now. So now I got the Samsung. I did that. But now I moved the camera to here. I think I got to move it back to there because I'm just like, I got used to that. But we will see. So we got to get through these technical difficulties. But let me start with my stuff. How do I do this? Okay, there we go. Show notes. Yay. So the first thing I'm going to show you, this is my Carnival Blanket that I designed. I am in the middle of doing it. Let me see where I am. I actually left a progress keeper from last time. Here we go. I did a lot. And I've been feeling guilty knitting on this because it's just so simple. It's mostly stockinette and then you just have this little textured area. And I've been knitting on it because I just don't really have the brain capacity right now to do it, to do anything like really strenuous because I've been sick for like the last month. My sons and I have been switching off being sick. You can hear it in my voice a little bit. So I did this to all the way up here. And I think I'm at like over 400 stitches at this point. And both of these charms are Simply Serving. So that's like a little dragon. When Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, she did like a little thing. And then this is like a little cute white wolf. How cute is he? I love him. And the yarn is Plymouth Yarns The Hot Cakes. My friend Katie gave me one skein when my son Justin was born. I was very excited with it. And all the patterns I saw were just plain stockinette, and it was boring. So I decided to switch it up a little bit, and I designed a blanket for it. The pattern is on Ravelry if you're interested in. So I did the baby blanket. I took pictures of it with Justin, and then I tore it apart. One cake did that baby blanket, so I tore it apart. So now I'm on my third cake. And I don't know if I did the cakes very well. The cake looks like this. They are on a US 8 5mm Knitter's Pride. I don't remember what they're called, but I love these. Them and the Royals I love. And Carbons. I don't know. I always pronounce everything wrong. Sorry, people. It's what I do. But I am loving this blanket. It's so not my usual colors, the neon, but I'm getting into neons lately, and I'm just loving the brightness of it. I can't wait till this is done, but I feel like I should be designing and working on my son's sweater because winter's almost over with. We've barely had a winter. It's been so hot that I haven't been knitting on it. And I forgot to show it to you last week, so you're going to see it in a minute. It's very cool. So I'm almost done with the sleeves. I'm just playing with it, but I'll tell you about that later. Love this one. Okay, so that's one blanket. My other blanket, I'm kind of frogging it, but then I'm redoing it. So it is, basically I started this 3 years ago. It's called a chance blanket. So basically you take a dice, you roll it, and you assign a color to each number on the dice. And then that day is the day you crochet that color. When I rolled it, it kept coming up with the same exact color over and over again. I don't know if it was a leaded dice or I'm just how I roll things, but they're just the same colors. It was driving me nuts. So after a month of doing this, I was like, I can't do this. I'm too anal. I can't. So I put it away and I said, oh, maybe I'll pick it up. I'm not going to pick it up. And my friend Anna from Stitchcraft and Wizardry, that podcast, by the way, go check it out. It's really good. They're really funny. She's on there with her husband, Mike, and he makes these really cool handles to crochet hooks. And they got the clover hooks now. So go check them out. They're hysterical. And anyways, so she's doing one that's like a temperature blanket, but she's crocheting it. And basically her husband went online and he took all the whole year that they were married, I think it was, and then she did each son, well, I don't know, I think she has daughters, each child's year of birth, and he actually wrote down what the temperature was for the whole entire year for the three of them. So she's going to make three of these blankets. And then she did, I guess, certain temperatures, like, I guess in 10 degrees, she assigned a color. So now she does it, and it looks so much better if you have two of the same color next to each other in stripes than it does in the granny squares. So this is definitely getting frogged. I have a couple of them like this. I'm a little upset because like they fell apart. So I don't know if I should just take it all apart, and I sewed them together because I was really like, I'm putting it together. It takes forever to sew anything. But because look at that, I don't know what I'm going to do. If I should take it apart, re-crochet it with a smaller needle. But then what stinks is I have a few of them already crocheting and they're perfect. So I don't know if I'm just going to take this apart, maybe use this yarn for something else, or if I can reuse it. I am in debate. But I do love these squares. I should actually print the pattern for the squares. They're so cute. I love them. I saw someone's blanket and it was something like this, and I just figured it out. So it's just a really, really sweet little square. I don't know. Mine's completely different than hers, but it was just something like hers I made. I love it. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. And I've got a lot to take out. And you should see the pile of black yarn I have. It's like a fuzzy little mess. It's horrible. It gets everywhere when I pull it apart. So, and then I gotta recrochet the black part around it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Plus, I did a crocheted blanket a while ago, and I made it for my mother, and I didn't do the ends right, and it was falling apart, and it devastated me. So I'm scared of if I try salvaging this and I put it together, and all of a sudden while I'm using it, the ends start going and it starts going crazy. Unless I tie a knot. Yeah, maybe I could do that. I could tie a knot, crochet it, but then it'd be all knotty. I don't know. We're in debate on this one. Completely in debate on this blanket. But for now, it is frogged, and I will go back to it one day when I have more energy. Yeah. So, oh, and this is my Hershey Kisses cup I got at Hershey, Pennsylvania. I love it. And in it is my Plum Deluxe hazelnut and blackberry tea. It's called Breakfast in Bed. It is my go-to tea. Go try it. It's amazing. I love blackberry tea. And I have been trying to find a nice iced tea to make that. Nuts in iced tea, not crazy about. So I'm hoping they make something with blackberries for the summer, because it is so good. I cannot stop drinking it. I really can't. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I'm excited about a lot. I'm really hyper today. God help everyone. That's all I gotta say. All right. This is the blanket I forgot to show you last time. I think it's called Intarsia, this type of color work. So basically what happened, well, let me tell you who is this. All right, this is the Dinosar Sweater, the Triceratops. He also has Velociraptor one, and it's by Denny Gold. The yarn is Mighty Stitch. What colorway is it? It is worsted weight, 100% superwash merino, 110 yards. Oh, this is Rainforest Heather. And I think I got gray heather. I don't have the thing. I'm going to say it's gray heather. That's the gray heather. So basically what happened with this, it's a story. I bought the yarn. I also had blue and purple I was debating on putting in instead of the gray. So I start doing it, and the beginning of the Velociraptor sweater, thank God it's the same stitch count, because I would have been so screwed, is this type of thing. And all the ribbing is this color work, and this is a pain to do. It really was. But I'm glad I did it, and the inside's really pretty. Kind of want to show the inside better than the outside, because I'm psychotic like that. But this was a pain. And all of a sudden, my son goes to me, and he goes, I want the Velociraptor blue, because the dinosaur in Jurassic World is called Blue. I was like, really? Really? So I switched to the Triceratops. As I said, thank God it was the same stitch count. And he's so cute. And then I decided, because I don't want to deal with this. And if I make I'm definitely going to make the Velociraptor one for him. But I don't know if I'm going to do this on it or not. And it's going to be navy with this blue. So I just got to buy the navy for this. And I used a lot less yarn than I thought it was. I have still 1, 2. I have 2 more skeins, full skeins. And then I've got this. And I think I have another one somewhere. I don't know. I think I have another. Oh, here's another. Yeah, that's right. 3 full skeins left over from what I bought. I don't remember how much I bought, but I have a lot. And I'm doing this in the size 5'6". He is going to be 6 in February. But he is very tall for his age, but he's very, very thin. So I added on the inches for the 7 to 9-year-old size. And then why this got put down was because I wasn't sure how long I wanted to. When I get frustrated, I just like, that's it. When I have to change things, that's why I like shawls. It's boom, boom, to the point. You don't really change too much. Sweaters, I feel like you're always changing things to make it fit you, and it aggravates me. So I got to like this point, and I just stopped, which was so stupid. And all I had to do was that, and I finished it. So I kept trying it on him. He looks so cute with it on. And now I'm doing the sleeve, and I'm not sure if I want to make the sleeve the size of the 7'9" size, because I'm afraid it might be too long. And also when I block things, I had a sweater I blocked last year, and the arms are ginormous on me, and I have to rip them back and re-knit the ribbing. So I could always just do that with this too, but I definitely want to get it done soon because we're at the end of January. You have February and that's it, and then it starts getting warm again. And we were already, like 2 weeks ago, we were in short sleeves. Like I'm even in a thin shirt. I'm not even wearing anything heavy now. So I'm hoping he can wear this year. I don't know. So I really want to get working on this. But it's so cute. Look at the guy. Oh. And Intarsia knitting is basically, I think I'm saying this right. Please tell me if I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry if I'm saying the wrong term. But it's in color work, you keep going around and you carry the thread through. Tasha, you have bobbins, and you pick it up and then you go, and then you drop it and then you pick it up and go. So you can do it. Unfortunately, I did not do this in the round because the way the chart was, you had to go back and forth. And I couldn't figure out how to do the Intarsia. I usually like everything round, and then I sewed it together, and it wasn't that bad, the sewing. I'm not a sewer. I stink at it. So it wasn't that bad. But I can't wait to see this on him. He looks so good in green. And then I want to get some kind of maroon yarn for Justin because he looks really good in maroon, believe it or not. I'm not a red person, but he looks good in it. And I'm knitting this on another size US 8, 5mm. And then the ribbing, I jumped down to a US 7, that's not that bad, 7, 4.5mm. Again, it's these needles. I told you I love these needles. What are they called? I don't know. I'll think of it when I'm not podcasting, because that's what always happens to me. Let's face it. So that is that. Oh, my socks are up there. Okay. I'm all over the place. All right, so I will show you my FOs now. So this is a pattern from Joji Locatelli. I am doing a sample knit from, what do you call it? For Camp Fiber Yarns. And this is her colorways. This is Blue Heron, Strawberries and Cream, which I want to knit everything in this colorway. It's so, so beautiful. And then this one is called Whitewash. So I finished it, and I knit it on a US 6 4mm. Why is... Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. I don't know. I got a headache. I think I got the wrong millimeter on that, but isn't that beautiful? I still have to block it. I'm finding it very hard to block things with my son Justin running around. He touches everything. He's climbing on top of tables. It's driving me a little cuckoo, quite frankly. So, look at that lace. I just love this. Oh, I did the wrong side. Sorry, people. This is the right side. Look how beautiful that is. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Look at it. It's just beautiful. It really is. Oh, I wanted one for myself so bad. But I have to send this to Laura. So I'm not keeping it. But that pink, everything has to be in that pink for me. Oh, and I got, this is where I was last time. I'm going to take him off now. I was simply serving. So I knit this much the last podcast. And then I knit this since I've seen you. So I did quite a bit. All right, let me take him off there. So that is done. Then I have another sample knit from Laura. Again, it is her yarns. The Grainline Cowl by Tammy Gore. You didn't even see this. I started this and finished it in the month. And the colorways are her really nice gray. It's called Tiramisu, which I love tiramisu, so that just sticks out to me. Then the purple is called Blackberry Way. The red is Fruit Salad. And the green is Blue Yonder. There's a little blue in it, too. But that was a nice, easy knit. Here, let me put it on. I'm going to probably mess my hair up. So, again, it has to be blocked, but it looks good. All right. So I did this super fast, too. I really enjoyed this lace bit. It was very different from my other lace things. Usually when you do lace, you could predict where it's going to go. She had you going in different, like you do like 5 rows that were predictable, and all of a sudden you shot off in a different direction. So it's very, you had to really pay attention, but it was very interesting to me. So isn't that beautiful? Look at that light. I like the light better. I love this lace. It's gorgeous. So that was a lot of fun to knit, and I've got 2 more sample knits to knit for her. I think it's Golden Hours shawl, and then my shawl, the Marianne shawl, and then I can send this off to her. But I did pretty good. Or, you know, she doesn't have to have it till I think April, so I just gotta get going on the other 2. And I know the Marianne shawl I could do in 2 weeks. I've done that, and I actually got excited. The Golden Hours shawl is actually the oh gosh, what do you call it? You're slipping the stitches. It's not color work, so I like that better than doing color work. So much better. I don't know why, but I do. So my next thing is a sample knit. No, I mean a tester knit I'm doing. I saw this sock. I had to knit it. It's gorgeous. Look at that color work. Unfortunately, I think I went up a needle size because I was nervous about sock being what color work. It's the first one I ever did when I did the hearts. And I thought I did good, but because there's such a big gap right here, I need it to be looser. I think it's a little tight, so hopefully when I block it, it will be fine. Because I want to knit this, I want to wear this so badly. The top is Bellatrix from Bad Wolf Girl Fibers, and the pretty pastel-y purple is from Sweet Sparrow Yarns. They're both on their, this Magpie base and this her Sparkle base. And it's from Sweet Sparrow Yarns, Sugar Plum Fairy. Isn't it so cute? Can you see it? Yeah, you can see the hearts better. It's so, so cute. And the, what do you call it? It's called Invisible Heartstrings by Yarny Wombat. She's a new designer. She's very nice. Check her out. She has one of the sock pattern out. And she is going to be releasing this soon. After this is just plain stockinette. I should have this done in no time. I've just been really focused on my own patterns, which are right over there. I have to go get them in a minute. That's driving me crazy. I forgot to put them over here. So, and this bag is from Molly Klein Designs, the snowflake one. I had to because I love my snowflakes. Oh, and all my socks are knit on one size US 1, 2.5 millimeter. So don't expect me to keep saying that to the rest of it. They're all the same. And then I went up to a 1.5 US 1.5 3 millimeter for the color work in that. I knit that in one night. It was so fast. I did not want to stop. I loved it that it had lace in between the color work. It's a beautiful pattern. I definitely recommend it. So check that out. And this is another thing. This is from Utterly Adorable, I think the dyer. Oh, here's. Yeah, utterly adorable. I love her sheep bags. I think I have almost all of them. I think I'm just missing Thanksgiving, but I'm not really into brown, so that's probably why I never got that. But this is weird. Look, I am knitting in brown. I am. I had to put it in this bag because this is such a Valentine's Day knit, and I can't wait to knit on this further. It's camp fiber yarns in her classic DK bitten chocolate. I have a little chocolate progress keeper on there. And then over here is her maraschino cherry colorway. So the whole thing I just themed in Valentine's Day and chocolate. I love it. But this is a really interesting design. I love the stitch. You guys got to check out this pattern. It's called Dipped in Chocolate by Deborah Gerhard. Jahardy. I love it. I can't wait to see it further unfold. I really can't. But I put it down because I was really focused on trying to get out my sock patterns and doing the test knit. But oh, I can't wait to knit on this. And I just got to the good part too. It's just so fascinating. I hope I didn't do this part too tight though. But it doesn't look like it's pulling. So hopefully it won't. So I would recommend if you're doing it, do it very loosely when you do the yarn overs to make it. But oh my god, this is going to be glorious. I mean, look at this color. And it looks so good next to the brown. When I saw this, I had to have this yarn. I couldn't wait to order it. It's so squishy and soft, this yarn. It's crazy. I'm in love with this. And when I did the gauge, I'm afraid I'm going to run out of yarn because when I did the gauge, I was a lot larger than I should have been. So I went down a lot of needles. And when I was knitting it in the gauge, the right gauge, it was so tight. So now I went up to a US 6 4mm. I think it was supposed to be a US 7 that you were knitting it in. So I'm only one down, but I think I went down to like a 5 or maybe even a 4. I don't remember. It was tight. So that's why I went up. I just hope I have enough yarn to finish it. But it's so pretty. Can't wait. Look at them on the brown. Oh my god. I'm in love with this. I cannot wait to do this. And you know me, I love my challenging lace knitting. I guess it's kind of lacy, right? I don't know. But I love it. I love when something is different. I just have to pick it up and knit it. Okay. And now this is in a Harry Potter bag I made. This is by... Who are you? You are, yeah, okay, I was right. Nomadic Yarns in her Cyrus Black colorway. And then I'm using Bellatrix again. I have so much of this left over from when I did the Impressionist shawl for Meg from Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. I did a sample knit for her. I'm actually just sending it out tomorrow. I'm horrible sending things out. But I have so much of this left over, and I want to get more skeins of this because I love putting this in everything as contrasting colors. It's like the perfect purple. I mean, look at that. It's soft, but it's dark at the same time. So it's kind of pastel-y, but it's not pastel-y. I love pairing it up with everything. So I definitely want a skein to pair up and a skein to actually put in a shawl. Possibly even a sweater one day. I don't know. But that's... I put my lacy cuff on it that I love to knit. This is a stitch marker from Simply Serving. And this is what the pattern looks like. It's kind of hard to see. It's very simple to do. The pattern is called Heel Do-Si-Do by Kay Linton. It's a very simple pattern, but because I'm doing it in such dark colors, I keep screwing up. And I go back. I've ripped this out 3 times already. So I've really, I think I'm going to pick this up again when I'm done with things that I have to get done. And I could just persevere and get this over with. Because it's nothing to do with the pattern. It's because I'm using such dark colors. It's so hard to see. It's beyond belief. Now I know why people don't like knitting in black. But sad thing, I need a black sweater. I really do. So I'm going to have to do something one day. Plus I like knitting navy and this dark purple a lot. So hopefully that I'll get a couple of days. I could do socks in like 2 or 3 days. A whole pair of socks, I would say. Maybe even 4 days. I think it takes 2 days for me to do a sock. If I just sit and knit. Which is very rare because I never get to sit and knit. But I want to just focus on that and get off because I'm so fed up of ripping it up. It's ridiculous how many times I rip back. Is that it? I think that... Oh! The socks. Wait 1 minute. Go back. All right. And I'm back. Sorry about that. So I've released one pattern. This is the Elsa sock. I love this pattern. I think it's one of my favorite designs I've ever done. So see how I have the snowflakes going around? I'm in debate right now for the Anna sock because I know it's going to have hearts and cables on it, but I'm in debate on making an option to put the snowflakes around the top, and I don't know if I should do that for my sample knit or not. So that's because I have for the Olaf sock is all snowflakes, and I have made him go around at some point because if you go look at Frozen 2, he has it all around his body, and in the front I have jaggered them so it looks like snowfall going down. So I don't know if you can see that, but then it's not. You can't even say, oh, I got that pattern, I can copy that because the snowflakes. I switched things up. So it's a completely different pattern. It's just all snowflakes. So, and then, yarns. This is Azula Fiberworks in the Au Naturel colorway. I have this left over for stuff. This yarn, oh my gosh. Julie from Sweet Sparrow Yarns, that's not my face, dyed this up specially for me for my Birds of a Feather shawl. I've got mohair in a bag. But when I decided to do an Elsa sock, when I got inspired, I had to use this colorway. I hope to God I have enough for the shawl. So I only knit one sock right now because I'm so terrified of not having enough for the shawl. And then afterwards I can always knit it. Luckily I make short socks, so hopefully it will be good. Keep my fingers crossed. And then this one, I've had this yarn forever in my stash. It's Sweet Sparrow Yarns. Again, they're both on the Magpie base, called Banshee. And I wasn't sure how this was going to knit up because of the way the purple was. Again, sweater quantity, need it one day, love it. I'm thinking maybe a featherweight cardigan in this. I've always wanted to re-knit that, especially because I lost mine. I don't know where it went to. It was by Knit Picks yarn, so it was a little woolly. So this is nice and silky. So I want to re-knit it one day. And I know it didn't take too many skeins, so I could definitely afford to do that. But I love this. These are my colors, light blue and purple together, and pinks. That's my colors, so this makes me very happy. And actually, I think I'm going to have a lot of yarn left over for the socks. So if I'm going to making a shawl pattern, I'm going to design, and I'm going to have this in it with my Clara from her that I bought a while ago because this poor skein has been through so much with me. Every Advent, I bust it out and I take a little bit and add it to an Advent project of mine. And I don't have a full skein. So I figure the two of them they'll be happy together because it is this purple. So that'll look really good together. So, and that's going to be out next week, the Olaf Socks. And the Anna Socks, I don't know when it's going to be out. It's a color, I think it's Plum Tart from her, but she's going to put it on her Magpie base for me. So everything's matching. And then I'm going to, again, use my Bad Wolf Girl Bellatrix as the cuff because those two colors are so Anna. So that colorway is going with me everywhere. Let me tell you, it's on everything, that purple. So that's going to be done. I wanted it in February, but I don't have the yarn yet, so I'm thinking more like March it should be out. So, but I have another pattern, bows on my toes. I'm waiting for test knitters to fix that. As soon as the test knitter knits it up, I've had bad luck with test knitters with that pattern. I don't know why. It was really weird. So I finally got a test knitter I know is reliable. She's going to test it for me. And as soon as she says the German short heel, because the first time I've wrote it, is good, it's being published, so I might have that published. I'm aiming to publish one pattern every single month this year. That's my goal. I don't know if it's going to happen, but just that I have that banked, that one sock pattern that I know is good to go, and I have it all printed out, so it gives me a little leeway. So when I have a month that I'm not getting something, I can just throw that in there. So that's good. I just want to make sure I got everything here. Oh, I don't have the fox hat my son is wearing that right now. Also, I'm doing a Green Gables Cowl. It starts the 1st of February, and it's going to go, I guess, till the 1st of March. And I'm going to make a project bag, and my friend Amanda from Itty Bitty Delights is going to make something raspberry cordial. I think she has a little progress keeper. We're going to put that in there. And I don't know if there's going to be other prizes or not. I'm going to see what I have. Maybe I'll make some stitch markers or something. And hopefully you guys will join me, because I was part of this thing. It's called Knitters Advent. So basically, she took 12 designers the first 12 days of December. We all donated one pattern. So I donated the Green Gables socks, and it was free that one day. So I posted on my Instagram the day it was free. I also posted everyone else's patterns, and the day it was free that everyone downloaded. I had over 650 downloads. I think it was like almost 700 I had. So there's a lot of people that have this pattern now. This is probably the most famous pattern I have now. And so that's why I decided to do this cowl. So if you have the Green Gables Socks pattern, feel free to knit it. Tag me on Instagram, Crystal T Delight. I'm Crystal T Knits. Wow. Oh, I like Crystal T Delights. That sounds good too. But anyway, so tag me on Instagram. Do hashtag Green Gables Socks. You can also do hashtag Anne of Green Gables sock collection, I think it was. No, no. I don't remember what it was. Something like that. Look, you'll check out my Instagram and it will come up to show you what I have. That's probably better. So, and also you can DM me if you have any questions. Right? Remember to tag me. Please tag me. I'm dying to see socks. I've actually, 2 people have made one did them in these really nice Christmassy colors, and then this other one is doing them right now in like Anne of Green Gables inspired yarn. It's so pretty. So I think it was I don't know, I forget how to the Instagram tags, but I talk to her all the time. That's the sad part too. Hi. That's such a ditz. They're beautiful socks. So just maybe check the link on Green Gables Socks. You'll see them. They're really beautiful. I'm really excited to see more people knitting my designs. Always tag me, because it makes me so happy to see them out in the wild. Oh my gosh, because I don't get tagged, so when I see it, I get so excited finally, you know? So, okay, I gotta stop talking about that, because now I'm just rambling like a psycho. Actually, I probably am a psycho, because I've been going full speed. I'm super hyper. I don't know why. I went to bed around 4 a.m. I'm insane. I don't know. Oh, and the other thing I want to tell everyone, my friend Katie, she's my knitting bestie, she finally opened up an Instagram account just for her project bags. I've had 2. If you've watched the show, I should have took them out. It's one with this really cute birds on it in yellow. It's like an oriental thing. You pull it, and it's an oriental drawstring bag, but it's really cool. It has pockets in the front. It's awesome. She gave me that. And then I bought Eiffel Tower bag. So if you remember seeing those in the past podcasts, that's her bags. So check her out. Her Instagram handle is KATYDIDBAGS. Katie Did Bags. And she has a lot of Frida bags she's been posting. She has a lot of that fabric. I don't know if they're in the shop right now, but I know she's probably going to get more because she loves that artist. So, and I know she has a unicorn one right now, a sheep one, and what was the other one? She has one other one. What is the other one? I don't know. I like the sheep one. And I like the unicorn one. That's why I remember those 2, because I really like those 2 patterns. But I don't remember what the other one is. But definitely check her out. Let me see where my phone is. Let me show you what her thing looks like, because show her some love, please. Because she deserves it. She's my bestie. Yeah, here. So she only has one post right now, but that's what the Frida bags right there. And then her shop looks like this. There's a link right to her shop. Oh, it's Yarn Balls. So those are there. So go check her out. And remember to follow her on Instagram. And her regular Instagram name is Katie Knits 158. So you can follow her there too. So it's KATYKNITS 158. That's her. So you know what it looks like. I always like to show the little icon of people to follow, because I'm like, am I really following the right person, or am I following someone else? And then while I'm here, Stitchcraft and Wizardry. This is their handle too. So that's the podcast I was telling you about. The husband and wife team that make these amazing crochet. Oh, here's the crochet hooks. And he also makes, I forgot what they're called, whirling pins maybe. They're like these big wooden pins he designs. And you can wind yarn on it. It's really cool to see. They look like wands when he makes them. They're amazing. And then he made her this beautiful, if you look at the second episode of the podcast, she made this beautiful big ball winder. Oh my God, I wish I could have that in my house. It's ginormous. And she dyes yarn too, so check her out. And oh, one last thing. My soaps. Okay, so I got a new design. A little rose. And then I've got stitch soaps. I'm going to sell them as 2 together because they're so small. Put them together like that. So cute. I love Stitch. And then again, I got my little peacock. And the yarn ball. I have a lamb over there. I'm not going to get up and go get it again. Oh, I do have a lamb in here. I have multiple lambs. There's my little lamb. Oh, he's sweet. Oh my gosh. I love him. And I've got other ones. And I'm getting more hearts and flowers and everything for the spring in the shop. So check that out. It's, again, Crystal T Knits on Etsy. There's a link in my profile on Instagram. I just linked to everything on Instagram for my stuff. So if you want to go get that, I love making them like crazy. Obviously, these are just mine. Just because I'm so obsessed with making them, I just keep making things. I'm never going to use all this soap, so I need orders so I can stop making for myself because I'm crazy. And I did do 2 stash acquisitions because Julie is not making self-striping yarn anymore. I'm just so devastated because I always say I'm going to get it, and then I barely knit socks that are not out of my own pattern. I've got to start designing a self-striping. But I haven't knit in a long time a self-striping sock. So I was like, I finally did the do-si-do. I think before that, it's been about a year since I've knit one. And someone else's, I usually do have a cozy knitter, but I had to get these. And I have one other one coming because I ordered these 2 together. And then later on, I was like, oh, I want this other one. So this one is my favorite. I wish she would make a yarn in these colors. Because it's just beautiful. And it's called Fairy Fountain. It's on the magpie base. I love my magpie. I really do. It makes me happy. And then this again is on the magpie base. Even this one would be beautiful on a thing. You know, just a skein. I would love that. And this is Hurry Home to You. Part of me doesn't want to use these because I know I'm not going to get them again. And they're so beautiful. And look how beautiful she winds them. She hand winds them. So she says she goes up and down her hallway doing it. And it's just too labor intensive, which I don't blame her. Could imagine get like 20 of these. Oh my gosh, I can't. But so pretty. I don't know if I want to knit with them. But maybe I should. But you know what I hate about socks? Is that you're walking on them and then they get dirty. And you get holes in them. And it's just like you did all that work and then that yarn's gone. And for some reason, a lot of times I'm buying yarn that's like one of a kind. Which I hate one of a kind. Because then you can't buy it again when you need it. So, what time is it? Okay, I got time. Sorry. My son comes home from school around 3:40. So I was like, oh God, because I heard a bus just now. I was like, that's not good. And just in case, I am going to sign off because I don't want to be late picking him up. They basically, if you're not out there, they will bring him back to the school. And that stinks. I get why they would do that. But I keep telling him, go, if just in case, I'm so paranoid, I said, go give him to my neighbor. Don't bring him back to the school in case I don't hear it. But I'm always out there like 10 minutes early because I'm freaking out. I put my poor Justin in the crib like, don't move. And I go outside. So, I love these yarns. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Sorry if I'm a little blah, 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 blah. I am really hyper. And, I hope you enjoyed it. Press thumbs up if you do. And, oh yeah, do thumbs up and subscribe. And remember to follow me on Instagram. And thank you so much and have a nice day. And I will see you in February. Keep your fingers crossed. Because this is great. 2 months in a row, people. Bye.